So we'll wait just a couple of minutes, see if anybody pops in here. Hey, Mr. Lock-In, how you doing? Mr. Darrell, how you doing today? So, just kind of waiting a minute, see if anybody pops in here, and you're one, you popped in, but yeah, I'm gonna try and do a little bit of making some noise today, and songs I've never done. I don't practice, so I'm not good. I just like to make noise. And I don't feel like really doing any exercise, so I thought I'd give myself something to do, and this is that. Hope you're doing good your way. So I'm not just waking up, but I'm trying to get going a little bit. Woke up and had me one biscuit with some gravy on it, a cup of coffee, played a video game for a few minutes, and messed around on the computer and thought, well, let's go ahead and make some noise on the drums. So, well, I appreciate that. Again, I'm no good, and I'm okay admitting that. You don't get good if you don't practice. And I don't practice. So, you notice that about me a lot of times in my videos. I like to make sure that people know that I know that I'm not good at what I do. Because people kind of assume that whenever you put content out online that you're trying to be the best, or you're competing with people, or you think you're the best, or something. So I like to make it clear that even when I work out, that I'm not happy with some of the stuff I do, and I don't claim to be perfect and stuff. And when I do this, or if you ever see me draw or paint or color or do anything, I just try to make sure people know that I don't put myself up on a pedestal, even though I'm on a pedestal right now, kind of. Well, I'm on a stool, and but I don't claim to be good at nothing. Never have. Well, I try. Oh, I need a... I guess I'm putting my phone there. I don't use my floor tom all that much, so I guess I can put my phone on my floor tom. Maybe. Is there a big difference? Yeah, little difference. But so when I do these live streams like this, whenever I'm using my web camera and I'm using this microphone here that I'm sure you can see, I got to make sure that when I'm ready to do my drum cover, I turn off my web camera microphone and turn the standalone microphone on, because if I just use my web camera, the audio sounds pretty bad. And if I forget to turn the web camera off and if I use both of them anyway, then I get an echo. So I got to make sure I remember to do that, so I'm gonna have to get up in between talking and playing and stuff. But maybe once we get playing, I won't talk, which I'm sure a lot of people will be happy about. So anyway, as you can tell, this is going to be music based around female singers or bands, stuff like that. And it's probably going to be a lot of stuff maybe you never heard. You know, I don't know what you grew up listening to exactly and what have you. So, and I've never done them before. I've never tried any of these songs. So, as I always try to tell people, the first time you hear this is the first time I'm trying them. So, you know, that's how I do it. I don't sit around and practice. I just go for it. And it don't work real well sometimes. I grew up listening to everything. Well, good. I did too. So, I grew up listening. Well, I didn't grow up really on country. Although when I was young, you always liked a couple of the country songs, like from Dolly Parton or Kenny Rogers and stuff like that. Just some other oddball songs. I mean, everybody in the world loved Kenny Rogers and Dolly Parton and stuff like that. You would have them performing on the same stage as like Michael Jackson, Prince, Madonna, you know, AC/DC. It didn't matter, because everybody loved, you know, some of Dolly Parton and Kenny Rogers and Willie Nelson, stuff like that. So, but I didn't really grow up on country. I grew up more on dance music, breakdancing type music, electro, old school rap, pop from Michael Jackson, Prince, Madonna type stuff to what have you. And really the only rock and roll that I really grew up on was Kiss and Def Leppard. And those are my two main rock and roll bands when I was a kid. So, and like kid, not like kid, but kid. So, other than that, it was the other stuff. Sorry, got hair. I'm always biting on my beard hair. So, anyway, I guess we can go ahead and get started a little bit and see how badly I do. A couple of these songs are kind of faster, and I'm not really awake enough to do fast, but we'll see how I do. So, I got to start the music and then come back over here. So the music's going to be started before I even sit down. So we'll get through this. If you stick around for a minute, I appreciate it. If you got to go, I totally understand. So we'll see how it goes. So let me remember to turn this microphone off. So, one would ask, Michael, why would you share this with the world when you haven't even practiced a song? Well, that's the thing. This is drumming for noobs. So, that's just kind of how we do it. On my channel, anyway, it's just kind of how I do it. So, you know, you got to start somewhere. And one thing about doing this is looking at how bad I can be, and then maybe looking back at these videos, you know, in a year or maybe 5 years, if I'm still playing and alive, you know, seeing if I've gotten any better. So, a couple of reasons why I do these. Michael says hello. So we'll get back to the next horrible drum cover in just a moment. So if you follow my channel, which you do, Mr. Lock-In, you know I got a couple of goals over the summer that I want to get accomplished. I accomplished the one Friday with the squats. I still want to jog a mile and take my bicycle out of town to go for a ride. And I keep forgetting that I have a challenge for myself, that, you know, some other challenge that I want to do. And I keep forgetting. So technically I still have 3 things that I want to do. And I'm pretty certain I'm going to be able to get the mile ran. It might not be pretty. I might not be able to look this beautiful the whole entire time. I might look really, really bad by the time I cross the finish line. But I think I can manage. I don't jog fast anyway. Especially the older I get, I don't jog fast. So I'm not a 4-minute miler. I'm more of a 14-minute miler, probably. So you kind of slow down. And especially if you're injured, you know, you got injuries and you're a little overweight, and, you know, you slow down a little bit. And especially when you don't run anymore. So, and as far as going for an out-of-town bike ride, I'm still thinking about LBL, where I've been before. I need to buy a bike rack. I went on Marketplace, I think yesterday or day before, and looked around, and just gotta wait till I get paid, and I'll probably buy a used one off Marketplace. So anyway, let's go on to our next horrible drum cover and see what we can do. I wish I had a computer over here. It'd make it a little easier for me. I don't have to run around. So let's turn this microphone on. Check, 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 check. Checkity check. All right, another song I've never done. Hopefully you'll be able to hear it a little. we'll go through another since we're here. I hit that underneath. So, couple of disadvantages I have. Like I said, I don't practice. But on top of that, most people when they're playing the drums and they're, learning or they're just playing, what have you, they have in some sort of, headphones or something like that, and they're plugged in and they can hear the songs a lot better. And I can't really hear that well. No matter how loud I turn that up, I just can't really hear that well. And especially when you don't know the songs and how the drums go. It's better if you can have something up against your head and up against your ears where you can kind of hear a little better. And also that adds for ear protection, which I don't use. And not that it matters, but I don't like hit my drums super hard. I don't hit the cymbals super hard. So I kind of try to stay aware a little bit of what I'm doing. Not that that matters a whole lot, because eventually it's not good for you. But I have a laptop right here. I have a laptop, an old one. And I set that up there for this reason, to plug in some headphones. But the laptop itself is not loud enough to, hear the music. Even it doesn't turn up loud enough to hear very well through the headphones. So in order for it to work for me, I need to get a receiver, an AV receiver, hook up, and then hook up into the AV receiver where I can crank it up a little bit and have some volume to the music. So kind of at a disadvantage in a couple of different ways here. And one more thing is, once you learn whatever it's called, 4 on the floor, it's called something, it has a name. But once you learn this, it's hard to break away from doing this. And that's what you end up doing a lot. And a lot of times when I'm doing this, I should be doing this. But instead I'm over here. Anyway, I'm over here doing the simple, extreme simple, but way of doing things. So again, that's just a part of doing things on your own and not practicing or studying anything really, So just kind of a part of it. Now keep in mind, like I mentioned, anytime I do these, I didn't get these to be perfect. Oh! I didn't get these to be perfect. I got them to have fun. So that's something I gotta remember. Hey, runner boy. I'm getting the business in here today. Look at me go. Just kidding, just kidding. But anyway, I'm doing some horrible drum covers. Of course, songs I've never done before. I don't know the ins and outs of the song, so it is what it is. Just having a little bit of noise, fun, and just kind of the way I try to keep it. Again, I don't practice enough to get good. I just like to make some noise once in a while, and it's been a while, so kind of doing we're kind of doing a female-centric day today, where we're just kind of covering female songs, artists, singers, bands, whatever. And I've only got like 7 songs, and I think I'm on my 3rd or 4th one, something like that. So anyway, if you want to stick around, thank you. Maybe give me a thumbs up or a thumbs down, whichever. I don't blame you for giving me a thumbs down. And Michael says hi. So we'll go ahead and start the next song. I might go through 2 songs at once. We'll see. And just having some fun. So I have to come up here, turn my webcam or microphone off, turn this microphone on, start the music, get over here, sit down, try to get in with the music. Then when I'm ready to stop for a minute or what have you, I got to get back up, stop the music, turn off this microphone, turn the microphone on the web camera. That way you can hear me speak, because This microphone here only picks up like right in front of it. So it's hard for me to speak into this one, so I use the web camera one to speak and this one for the music. So there's a lot of back and forth here that I gotta remember to do. So, and let me fix my dumbbells because they're wanting to move. Any other time, you can't move an 80-pound dumbbell for nothing. Good enough. So I need a little carpet under here, but I never buy one. So a little carpet helps to keep things from moving. So let's go ahead and start the next song or two while I turn off my microphone on the webcam. Turn it on the big microphone. And you probably can't hear that too well, it's not up real loud. I can't even hear it. Now I better turn it down a little. That's going to be loud. there we go. Done making noise for the day. Well, guys, like I say, in every video that I do where I'm playing the drums or I even talk about it, practice makes perfect, and I don't practice. So, again, I got my drums to have fun with and to beat along to some music, whether good or bad. And, you know, that's what I do. So, it's also good for people to look at these videos and see that not everybody's these amazing prodigies out there that you see online all the time. From 3 years old to 150 years old, not everybody's these prodigies, and some of them are fake prodigies that you see these days. And we all start somewhere, and it's not always pretty. So anyway, glad to have a couple people pop in the live stream, and this is just kind of a random live stream just to have a good time and make some noise. So hope everybody enjoyed all the amazing noise that I made, and if you did, maybe like, share, subscribe, comment, all that good stuff to the Body Beatdown. That's me, Michael, your noise making host on this Sunday. And don't forget, get up, get out, get rad, do it, and we'll see you next time on the Body Beatdown, guys. Thanks for popping in, and if you pop in later after the live, I appreciate that too. So, see y'all later. Now I'm gonna awkwardly walk over to the computer and stop my live stream. Don't watch. Don't look at this part. I'm gonna stop my live stream. See y'all.